Hey, good evening, folks, and welcome to the Let's Go Fishing show. And we're glad to be here, Mike.
Sure are.
A lot of high school football going on tonight, but I hope we still got a good crowd.
Yes, sir. I think we do.
Yeah, we got some pretty good film, we think, tonight. As bad as I hate to say, it's all on Norris. Not that I hate that, but anyway, that's the only place we had an opportunity to go the other night, Mike.
Yep, sir.
And you know, we're catching them up there. When we were talking coming over here tonight, it looks like the weather's fixing to turn bad, so even going day fishing, Mike, we're going to have to put the camera in one of them waterproof cases.
It sounds like we are.
Yeah. Or let you hold it under the umbrella while I fish.
Yep. Might do that too.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm talking about. We're going to have to take Mike's little old camera there and put it in that waterproof case just to get the film during the day.
Yeah. There's one of them.
Yeah, I see it there, Mike. I wonder if that that monitor screen on your wrist, is it waterproof too?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Then we might be able to get some day film. But anyway, but like I said, you could hold the umbrella there and let me fish.
Well, that'd work.
All right, you heard that, didn't you, Herschel? Yeah.
Give you a shot at it anyway.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm going to sit in front of the boat right over where them brush piles is at.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go too, Herschel. We'll get on each side of the boat, get us 2 lawn chairs and set up on the front and let Mike sit in the back. Okay, that'll work. Hey, folks, I want to say hello to Dad and a special happy birthday to Miss Polly Nichols.
Yes,
sir. And, how did I do that? Mike, I'll let you answer that call. If you, I didn't turn the volume down. Sorry, folks. But anyway, want to say a happy birthday to Polly. She's 21 and holding, and Polly's still looking great. Also, hello to David Ridner up in the Campbell County area. Run in to him today down at the sign shop, and avid watcher of the show. And David, I hope you're getting to watch. So I've got some good information tonight on a couple of things. We'll talk about a little bit later. The guy that called last week wanting about the crappie tournament that they had on Watts Bar. Yes, sir, they sure did. And you have to go to Crappie East Tennessee Crappie Club. If you get on your computer and just type that in and hit search, it'll come up, and there's all kinds of info about the crappie tournament and their schedule and all this kind of stuff. They even got a classic scheduled. So I'll try to get more info on that for y'all and next week, and we'll pass it along, Mike.
I'll tell you what, from what I heard about that tournament the other day on Watts Bar, it'd be hard to go anywhere else.
I agree. There ain't no doubt about it. But that tournament is undoubtedly a pretty good thing, and I'm glad to see it.
Well, I've seen that Crappie Masters on TV, and 2 people to the boat, and they allow you to weigh 7 crappie in on it and use 1 rod to fish with, and they was bragging because it was 8 and 9 pound weight in, you know, down there in Mississippi and Alabama and stuff, and they was talking about how great the crappie was down there. I said, I ain't seen nothing like Watts Bar.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. That sounds good. Their crappie was 7 fish, and they only weighed 8 or 9 pounds.
Yeah.
We had, third place guy, what that fellow said last week? Third place and weighed 14 pounds.
14 pounds, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, folks, that tournament trail is out there, and like I said, get on the website there and just go to Tennessee Crappie Club, and I'm sure that it should come up with a whole lot of information for you, and I'll try to I didn't have much time this afternoon. Been real busy today to get what I needed to get, but I did find that information out. So get on there and get, if you're interested in fishing that, I'm sure they'd be glad to have you, Mike. That'd be something you might want to look into.
Yeah, that might be all right. They let me use a minnow.
Well, now I don't know. I didn't follow up and see what the rules and regulations was, and they probably are using minnow.
Yeah, for sure. Minnows is dynamite on them crappie.
Yeah, and if you can't find what you're looking for by East Tennessee Crappie Club, go to crappie.com and see what comes up there on that. So, but anyway, wanted to pass that along and to you for those of you that are interested, and we'll let you follow up on that, and I'll try to get you some more information. All right, Mike, we're going to show. I think Herschel's got the film that Bill and I shot up there last week. Let's see, was it Friday night? Yeah, Friday night. That's exactly when it was. Last Friday night, and we're going to go to that, and then Herschel's going to come back to us.
We're up here on Norris, and Bill, that's a nice one.
Yes, sir, Sean. It sure is. Well, we've caught one, lost one.
That's right. All right, get him back and let's get some more. What do you say?
Buddy, I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn him over here on the opposite side.
Ah, that sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, it says record.
All right.
I'll tell you, buddy. Yes, sir. We got a nice fish there. Old Steve caught a nice one here, old buddy. Yes, sir, Ree.
All right, Bill.
Okay, son.
Buddy.
Hey,
what do you think?
got him on a spinnerbait.
Yes, sir.
And hey, listen here, that's a nice one too.
All right.
Let's put that thing back there and get us another one.
All right, Bill.
Might be in something here. Okay, what we do?
Push the button again.
Push that button again. Record.
Yeah.
All right, old Steve, we got another little one fish here. But hey, for these little ones and big ones,
Yes, sir. I
that's where
agree with that.
we've caught two nice ones right here where we catch that little fella there. But we're after him. We're after him, son. You put him back in there and let's go again.
All right, Bill. It's deep. Yeah.
It says pause. Okay, record.
All
right, here, buddy. Look at here what old my Steve's got, son. He got him another nice one. There's the kind we're looking for, old buddy, right there.
Yeah, buddy.
Tell you right now.
He's got a belly on him, Bill.
Oh, son, he's good, fat, nice, slicking.
All right. Back in the water.
Okay,
Let's get
let's
another.
put him back in there and go again.
All right, Bill.
All right. Punch it. Okay, old buddy. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir, Ray, son. There's another nice little fish there, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Uh-huh.
They coming on that spinnerbait pretty good, ain't they, son?
Yeah, they are, Bill.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I hadn't had a bite to mount anything on a jig, but they.
I've had one fish and one miss on it, and there's it.
Yeah, they on the spinner bait, and that's what we want.
That's exactly right. That's what I was fixing to change to right now.
All right, buddy.
All right, let's put him go for another one.
Okay, buddy.
Forward.
Right.
Let's see. Oh yeah, old Steve got another one here, old buddy. That there spinnerbait, Steve, is a pan off, son.
Yeah, it is, Bill.
Yes, sir. It sure is, old buddy. That makes 5 old Steve caught on that spinnerbait.
All right.
Now, I can't get him to bite that jig.
I heard that. I can't get them to bite us either, Bill.
Yes, sir.
All right, back in the water, buddy.
Back in the water, old buddy.
Okey-dokey.
Record.
Yeah, buddy.
Oh, son, we got a good one here, old buddy. All right, there, Steve. Get him on there, son. Yeah.
Pretty good fish there, Bill.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He's a dandy, buddy.
All right.
Yes, sir. He's a crackerjack.
All right, let's get him back and see if we can
Yes.
get something else.
Buddy, I tell you what, caught that one on the jig.
Yep, caught that one on the jig.
That's a second fish we've caught on the jig.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, old buddy.
Take off, buddy.
Hey, Steve.
Yes, sir, Bill.
Hey, son, let's see here. I got to get a little better.
Better light.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's
All right, now then.
see. All
How's
right.
that?
All right there, old buddy. That is a good one, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Sure is, old buddy. Man, life. He's good and fat, too.
Yeah, he is. He sure is, Bill.
Yes, sir, old buddy.
I didn't think he was that big when he hit.
I know you didn't. You's lucky to get him in.
You ain't a kid. All right, here we go.
All right, son.
All right, buddy. Bill's got a fish there, folks. Let me get the camera right in here. Yeah, buddy. Bill,
Sir.
that's a nice one.
Tell you right now, anytime you catch fish like that, son, you're doing fine. I guarantee you that.
That's right, buddy. That's a pretty fish. It sure
sir.
is.
Yes, sir. They're good and fat, too. That's what I like about them.
Yes, sir. I hear you. All right, get you another.
Yes, sir, buddy. Oh, boy.
All right, folks. Old Bill's got another fish there.
Oh, hey, son, they may not be very big, but, man, I'm telling you the truth, they're fat.
Yeah, they are, Bill. They bite. They've started biting pretty good, ain't they?
Yes, sir, old buddy.
All right, buddy. Back in the water and get you another.
Let's go.
All right.
All righty. Oh, buddy.
Folks, old Bill's got another one. Bill, what's that hanging in that fish's mouth?
Ah, son, that's spinnerbait. I'm telling you the truth. I finally got the right one on, son.
First cast. All right, Bill, that's a good deal. Good,
Yes,
nice
sir.
fish, buddy.
Put him back in the water.
All right, buddy. Yeah, get him back in, get you another one here.
Yes,
I'll get
sir.
back on the trolling motor.
Come on now, right between the eyes.
Yeah, he had it, didn't he?
All righty, old buddy.
Okie doke. All right, though, folks. Bill's got another smallmouth there, Bill.
He's another little fat rascal, son.
Yes,
He really is. They're getting their weight
Ba-
on them for the winter time.
Yes, sir, buddy. They're looking good. We've not caught a poor fish all night.
No, sir, we haven't. They've all been really healthy.
Yes, sir. All right, Bill, get you another now.
Buddy, let's go.
All right. There's our first fish, and
Yes, sir.
and Bill and I are up here on.
All right, folks, we're back. And Mike, did you keep up with how many me and Bill caught?
No, I sure didn't.
Well,
They look good though.
we won the Universal Championship.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah. You know, that's what Brad had us labeled like.
Oh yeah, yeah. Mhm.
So, Brad, as you can see, I know you're watching. You didn't want to watch, but you had to verify that me and Bill did win.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll go with that. That's two years in a row now we've won.
Yeah.
So we'll have to try it again.
But now, did you just catch him before we got there or after?
No, that's all after.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, it really was. We never had a bite till you put the boat in. Couldn't figure out what was going on.
It took us a while to figure it out too.
Yeah, and we sure did. But once we figured it out, man, we started catching them. But I guess we better talk a little bit about the baits there and how deep we was catching them fish and this, that, and the other. But it was a perfect night.
Yeah, it sure was.
It was a perfect night, and I got roped down here the baits, and which I was throwing a brown spinner bait, what we call Scotty Mayfield chocolate. Mm-hmm. It's this Mayfield chocolate colored skirt with about 8 to 10 strands of orange pulled through it, with an orange chunk and a gold blade.
Yep.
Half ounce head and a number 4. No, I take it back. That blade I had a Pickens blade on there. On the gold Pickens blade, about the size of a number 4.5, number 5, and that's what I was throwing. And Bill he throwed several different jigs, and we never caught but just a few fish on a jig. Like most of them come on that spinner bait, and I wrote down here water temp was 67 degrees on the surface, and it's cooling on down, and says water clarity, I put clear, clear, and clear.
Yeah, it sure was that.
Yeah, and I kept the boat setting in 30 to 32 foot of water. Actually, we were fishing in closer to the bank. We did catch a couple of fish in there close, Mike, but most of them come right out next to the boat in that 28 to 30 foot.
Yes.
And that was about the deal with it. It just they tore. I forgot that spinner bait. I actually had on my mind to bring that spinner bait and over here, but I swear they tore that thing up so bad is all I could do to keep it bent up enough in shape to fish it.
Yes.
I mean, they had the wire out, stretched out on it, and the skirt knocked down on it 4 or 5 times, and I'm gonna have to tie that skirt on. That little old rubber band's not gonna hold it. So I've got to rework on that spinner bait, Mike, to get that going. But that's about it. And the key, the thing we done up there the other night was, and you folks, when we just run up, we just kept moving. Wherever we could find a ledge running in the water, we just fish out on that ledge till we got in the depth, Mike,
Yes.
Where we thought we need to be, and start throwing out towards the ledge, and that's where the fish were hanging. So that's about the deal.
Wasn't that much difference than what there was the week before when me and you was up there.
Right.
And the main thing was the week before I started out with that creature bait there and caught 3 and missed 2 before you even had a strike.
Yes.
And then I got over on this purple hair jig, and they was hitting that awful good.
Yeah.
And I went back up there the other night and
couldn't get a bite on that.
Couldn't get a bite on the creature bait, and I throwed several different colors of it, and then got on the jigs and stuff and kept changing and trying them, and they just wasn't hitting nothing. And I guess whenever we talked to you, and you said you might be catching them on brown and orange, and I dug this brown and orange out here, and I thought, man, that right there is going to kill them fish.
Yeah.
And I fished it for, I guess, 2 hours and never got the first strike on it. I just couldn't believe it. I said, man, there's something going on here. And I was trying that spinnerbait too, in orange and brown, and couldn't get a bite on that spinnerbait. I don't know what it was.
Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, we'll go to your film.
Yeah.
What you and Brad shot, and we'll see.
Well, now my film guy, I don't know how that's going to show up, but he wasn't too familiar with this camera.
Yeah.
And I think the first one I caught, he had it laying sideways, and I told him to turn it up, and then he went upside down with it.
So you going to be upside down in the
boat?
boat?
It might be upside down there.
Well, that'll be a
then
blooper.
I said, no, you turn it, the red light up to the top, and he got her straightened out there and started doing real good after that. But
yeah.
He's learning on that. We'll have to give him an A for effort anyway.
Okay, we may have a blooper, folks, so be prepared.
Yeah.
All right. Herschel, whenever you're ready.
Oh, we got him going.
Got him.
Yeah, we got a picture of him.
There
Yeah,
you go.
there's a nice one.
All right.
Turn him back. Yeah, it's on right there. All right, folks. Turn the camera up.
Okay.
No, turn red light goes straight up. Like that. There you go.
Okay.
There you got it. Okay, I finally got me one. Took half the night, but we finally got one.
All right.
Back at it. Push that button in the back. There's a good smaller. Finally got a good one. Yes, sir.
Nice one, Mike. Nice.
You go 18, 19 inches or better.
Yeah.
Maybe even 20.
Mm.
He's a good 4 pounder or better. All right. Get back at me. Get that brown and orange looking spinnerbait. stay after 'em. Another good smallmouth. Got him upside down. There you go. Now we got a picture of him. He's a nice one. Yeah, there you got him. All right, Brad. We got another good little smallie. He's a nice one. He's meaning though.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get back after him. Okay, folks. Got another little smallmouth here. Very nice one, Brad. He's in there a little shallower than them others. 10, 12 foot deep, maybe. He's sweet. Might catch. All right.
Okay. I know we're on, but I'm so dizzy from looking at that upside down. I don't know if I can read my paper or not.
Yeah. Well, we got it straightened out anyway.
Yeah. I tell you what, I don't know if I'd qualify for a good blooper or not.
Might do it.
Okay,
But,
folks.
you know, we was trying anyway, but
Yeah.
we did get on a few fish there later in the night, and I finally caught one on that spinnerbait there, and then finally got down the boat and started digging through some more jigs and come across one here that I tied on. It was a little lighter head, but the main thing, it was sort of a pumpkin with some dark brown mixed in with it, with just a few streaks of orange in it. And,
Yeah.
They seemed to like it awful good. You know, I was doing real good on it compared to what I did on all them others that I tried. But I kept going back chunking that spinnerbait, and I don't know, they just didn't want that spinnerbait for me. I may have been fishing number 6 blade on it there. It may have been too big for them or something, but I just didn't do that good on the spinnerbait. But the fish was about like you was talking about, still holding in there, sitting about 30 foot of water, throwing in. Caught one out there deep, right next to that 30 foot of water, and moved around the point just a little bit and threw it in there, and probably caught one, the best one we caught all night, probably about 10 foot deep.
Right.
So, you know, it was amazing to me that you could find a spot and do pretty good on, then you'd fish in a lot of spots and never get a strike, you know. So,
Yeah. Well, you know, Mike, I wished we had a good close-up of them 2 jigs right there. I'd like to see, hold them back up there.
Yeah.
You know, color-wise, them 2 jigs look pretty much identical. But
Yeah.
the way the colors is on them, it's
this is like multicolored, and it's intermittent as it goes down the skirt. And,
Yeah.
And all these is going long ways with
Yeah.
the jig itself, you know, long strands
right.
in there.
That looks just pretty much, well, my spinnerbait skirt was just a little darker brown than that, but it had the strings of rubber right on the which I twisted them around too. They was where I wanted them.
Yeah.
Right down the back, just like that, running vertical up and down the jig or the spinnerbait, and it'd be amazing to think that right little deal right there would make that much difference up there. But I throwed that same jig there the week before, Mike, and never got a bite on it. And that it's just a killer. I mean, there's no doubt, no reason. But anyway, that's what's going on with that, and there was some fish being caught on Norris during the day. Guys catching them on rattle trap, back in the pockets. I'm sure you know, I probably could catch them on a fluke or a swim bait, something of that nature. So, you know, we probably carry on with that. Issued by, we've got an alert coming up, child abduction emergency.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll get that taken care of real quick, for sure. But go back to what I was saying. They were guys catching some fish on the rattle traps in the back of the coves and that kind of thing up there at Norris, and so probably catch them on flukes and swim baits, largemouth. Basically that's what they're catching. Some largemouth up there. So anyway, that we're walking right along here, Mike. I've got several announcements to make. Herschel's got some folks. I've got some pictures I took today of some fish. That's a couple of them world records.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to show them in a little bit. And got some photos of some boats that I took down at Reynolds Racing and Marine, and kind of work on my sponsors a little bit. Something I did not get to do is pull up some tournament schedules. I know we still got James Knuckles has got one coming up here next weekend, the 14th. He's on Chickamauga, and then he's got another one on the 28th of November. It's on Cherokee, and the one on Chickamauga, Mike, is down at Chester Frost. I hated to get into the tournament schedules this early in the show, but the reason I mentioned that was because I'm pretty sure they had a Heartland last weekend out of Caney Creek. That would have been their fall division, and usually when they start that, they're fishing out of Spring City Dock and at the dam. So there's about 3 different trails going on down there this fall for the Heartland, and then
Start one up north too.
they start one. Yeah, they several. North Cherokee, Douglas, pretty much Loudon, Tellico. They have a fall trail. They'll fish a couple of tournaments in November, a couple of December, and usually skip January and then right back in it again in February. So that'll be something to be watching for. And then you've got the Blue Ridge Bassmasters King of the Hill. I mean, not the King of the Hill, but the Blue Ridge Bassmasters. Their classic is coming up here next weekend too, Mike. November the 14th.
Sure is.
And blast off's Flay Flight, but they haven't picked it. And I think the way that, what was it John Cook said, they put 3 or 4 names in a hat and draw out and go. Is that the way he said they done their classic? I thought that's what he said. So they'll be going out on that next week, next Saturday, but and all that. So, but if you get a chance, get on the website and pull up the Heartland there and get their schedule. You're going to find they've got their fall tournament schedules running, and like I told you the other week, he's going to do their classic this coming year, or 2016, to be held on Pickwick. So that's a big deal for that.
Well, now you know that my depth finder was messed up, and I had to get another one.
Yeah.
Well, now Brad told me to make sure that I reminded you and Bill not to think you run away with that up there, because he said he was under a handicap all night because he didn't have a depth finder to go by.
Well, now listen, Mike. They're not going to use that as a crutch. All you had to do was bring your measuring tape, tie a rock on it, and you could have sat back there and watched how deep you was the whole time you was fishing.
Well, I told him it wouldn't have done no good to get Payday's pole up here because it wasn't long enough to reach the bottom.
Yeah, yeah, that depth finder that Lamprey's got.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, Mike. Yeah, it wouldn't have been much use up there. It sure wouldn't.
But yeah, he said that was the biggest reason why he wasn't catching them, is he didn't have a depth finder to go by.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in the dark,
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that, if it's in the rules and that you have to have a depth finder. That's just an optional thing. So I guess, that's not going to hold much water. Yuns is beat, and that's just all you can say about it. So, there ain't no need crying over spilt milk.
Probably not.
All right, we're moving right along. Yeah, upside down cameraman. Okay, let's get to a couple of announcements here. Folks, do remember that. You crappie fishermen, give us a buzz over here. We'll make a few announcements here. The East Tennessee Sportsmen's Association had their meeting Tuesday night at the Rome Street Grill, and they're going to participate in Rockwood, Kingston, and Harriman parades.
Maybe Oliver Springs too.
And maybe Oliver Springs too. And the reason for it is to do this. It's not going to be much expense to the association at all. But we do want to. We're going to hang some banners on the boat and pull the boat in the parade to advertise, try to get more members. And then their next meeting is going to be. Hold on, Mike. What did we say?
January.
In January,
First.
the third Tuesday in January will be. The reason being because they're going to be tied up a couple of nights between now and the 30th of this month, getting the getting the boat ready and getting everything's got to be done, getting it set up.
Yeah.
So we decided to meet third Tuesday of January, be back on their regular schedule, and this is all due to the holidays and the parades and trying to advertise for the Sportsmen's Association. So that was the big thing on there. There was mention of getting a TWA officer more into the hunting side of the equation, have them come in and do a little presentation of their stock and whatever, whatever that officer would like to talk about, but get one of them that handles more of the hunting aspects of the thing, Mike, and tell us what they do to about the bird population, the deer, and so on and so forth. What he talked about will be up to him, but that was brought up there Tuesday night.
I don't think they're having any deer trouble.
No, I don't think they are either. That might be a good thing to ask them about raising the limit. They used to do that on squirrels when there was a whole lot of them. Sometimes they'd let you kill more. What I think it's 6 now you can have in a day.
Yeah. I remember when it was 15 at one time.
Yeah. It didn't, So I'm sure they may, maybe raise a limit of deer. I don't know. That's why we need to get more hunters involved in this thing. Not just the fishermen, but all the sportsmen. And then they mentioned about the trash cleanup that they're going to have possibly next spring in coordination with a couple of other groups to do this and that kind of thing. So, it's a pretty good meeting. And if you're not attending, you need to get signed up. And if you'll look at some of the sponsors that I've got, most of them have those applications in the lobby or up on the counter or somewhere. If you'll ask for them, they'll direct you one. And one big thing that's fixing to happen, hopefully they'll have their website up and running here, hopefully by the end of this week, or not tomorrow, but the end of next week. And because we want to put that website address on those signs that we're going to put on the boat in the parade, and then you can get online and keep up with everything that's going on. They're getting one of the people there in the organization's getting that set up for them, and hopefully they'll keep it up and give you, so you can go to it and find out a whole lot of things. But that was about the gist of that. Pretty good meeting. Had some great eats, there at the Rome Street Grill. They are serving breakfast there now, and they're even going to have a Thanksgiving dinner down there, Mike.
Yeah,
usually.
that's what I heard him say.
Yeah. So if that's any good, if the food they got and to serve you down there now is any indication of what Thanksgiving's going to be, whoa, man, it'd be good.
No doubt, no doubt.
So I wanted to pass that along, a little advertisement there for the Rome Street Grill, and but they are serving breakfast, and they are planning on being open on Thanksgiving and having Thanksgiving dinner. So
There's one thing for sure: if you walk out there hungry, it's your own fault.
I agree with that, Mike. I'll tell you right now, they got some good country food there. They sure do. Even have some nice steaks on Friday night. You know, so they got a great menu there at that place, and they do a good job of fixing it up. Let's see. I've done told about the crappie deal, Mike, and are we off the air, Herschel? Right, I got you. We're recording, so we're going to keep right on running. And that kind of thing. We do have a child alert on here. Where's that coming from? Okay, no, 10-4. We'll just keep playing this thing right along. We've done announced the tournaments. We've got this. Let's see, Mike. Oh yeah, I got something to do. Yeah, we got these photos of with rental stuff, and we'll come back to that, Herschel, whenever you get ready, and it won't do us any good to show them right now because
It's on.
Yeah, it's on. Okay, good. We're back live, folks, and I'm going to tell y'all a little bit of Reynolds Racing and Marine. Hadn't got to talk about my sponsors in a while. There we go. There's a side-by-side. And we got another one there we're going to shoot. Those are 2-seaters. He's got a 4-seater and a 5-seater down there, and just nice machines. Need to stop by and check that out. He's going to be at the November, hold on a second, Mike. Oh, here we go. Yeah, November the 27th and 28th, they're having a championship rodeo down at Roan State. And Glenn's going to have several of his side-by-sides down there during intermission or whatever there out in the arena if you look at, sitting around. So I want to, let people know about that. That's coming up November the 27th and 28th there at Roan State.
And them things is nice, too. I mean, you've got winches on front and back and a dump bed on it. And,
big tires.
Big tires, disc brakes all the way around.
Yeah, I think.
Everything about it is really set up nice, I'm telling you.
Yeah, and dump beds, like you said, and I think they got hydraulic steering and all that kind of, plus they got all kinds of accessories, enclosures and what have you for them. So they're pretty nice vehicles, I'll say that. And then also Glenn's got several used boats, new boats for sale down there. There's a picture of one of his, and that's a great looking boat. That thing's set up pretty dang nice, Mike.
It sure is.
Yeah, it's a nice. That's a Bullet there. He's got several good used boats and motors there. And there's one of the newer boats. That's an Express. That's a new boat there. That's a crappie fisherman's go-get.
You ain't kidding.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Mike, me and Herschel could put you on the back, and we'd have plenty of room up front for 2 sit-down seats.
Well, that's true, but I might not tell you where the brush piles is at.
Yeah, and right there is Herschel. Let's see, are we out of boats? Okay, now look, folks, that fish right there is a world record. And Rodney Harback, the owner of the Rome Street Grill, makes that trip up to Canada every year, and there's about 3 or 4 world record fish in his shop down there. And I told him we're going to get him over here one night to be with us and talk about them catches, Mike.
Yeah, that's down at Eddie's Body Shop.
At Eddie's Body Shop where those fish is at, but we're going to get him up here and talk about them. There's another world record. Got the plaques with them.
Yeah.
Sure have. So let's take this call. Hello, caller.
Hello, Steve. This is your sister.
Yes, Vicki, I wouldn't have recognized your voice.
I've got some information on the East Tennessee Crappie Club for you.
Yep.
They have a Facebook page. that has all their information on it.
Yes.
And I found out the tournament results for the Watts Bar tournament, the weigh-in.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear the results?
Well, is that the one where the guy was third place with 14 pounds? 7 fish? Go ahead and give them to us, Vic.
Okay, first place was 10.82. Second place was 10.32 with big fish 2.37. Third place was 9.84.
Sound like got exaggerated a little bit.
Yeah, something happened, Vic and Lynn, because
No, this was the tournament that was held Saturday, October 17th.
Yeah, that's what I pulled that up, but that's as far as I got. I didn't get up to the results, but so it didn't take 14 pounds to be in third place.
No, the top 2-5 were in the 10-pound range.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lie.
Okay.
Top 5 places. But you can tell Mike the next tournament is going to be on the Tellico Lake, and it is live or artificial bait.
Oh, okay. Well,
Too many trees in that lake.
yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, so that's good info, Vic. So I'm glad you looked that up and followed up for me, and I just didn't have time to get through it and get their schedule and everything. That sounds good.
Yeah, they've got all their information on the Facebook page. It's East TN Crappie Club.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It didn't give who the director or any names or anything about who was running the tournament or anything, did it?
Well, there's a phone number you can call on here. Ask for the East Tennessee Crappie Club address.
Okay. All right, Vic, that's good to hear. Crappie biting behind your house yet?
I don't know. I work all the time. I don't have time to go fishing.
Well, invite Mike down there. He's got plenty of time.
Well, he knows where I live. He can come anytime.
All right, good to hear from you. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hello, caller.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, bud.
This is Ray Bryant.
Yes, sir, Ray.
We're knocked out right now because these Amber Alerts are going across every few minutes, so we don't get to see much of your show there. But that East Tennessee Crappie Tournament, I looked that up. They have a 7-fish limit.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 pounds, they had some pretty good fish.
Yeah, I agree. I know we got the alert up right now, and here we are back live, but that's why we're continuing the show, so we'll have it Saturday night,
Right.
on the replay. So we're going right on, but yeah, we're all on board now about this crappie thing. You wouldn't know who's running the tournament with you, right?
No, I just looked it up on the internet there when
Okay.
they had some names there, but I didn't pay attention because I'm not interested in fishing tournaments.
Yeah, I hear you. I'd like to know if you have to release once you give them your fish to weigh, do they release them back in the water or?
Well, I hope.
I do too.
We need to promote crappie release. I mean,
I agree,
has
man.
to have survived for the years now because of that. And the crappie, they can be dwindled down too if we don't take care of them.
Oh man, there's no question about that. I remember how it was back in the '80s, buddy. It was just tremendous, and then it took till now to get back. I guess last year was a pretty decent crappie deal, but it took 15, 20 years for it to come back.
Exactly.
So we can overfish it. There's no question about it.
But they need to turn most of them loose, keep enough for a meal, and turn the rest of them back.
Yeah. Well, Ray, I will say this though, with just a 7-fish limit, if you come in there, more than 7 fish in the bass tournament, you're disqualified.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it really ain't a bad deal. We're swapping 15 or possibly 30 for 7.
Yeah.
Am my math right? You know where I'm coming from.
I read on their website there that they can keep 15 fish, but they can only weigh.
Oh, well, that didn't work out. That didn't help us any, see?
No, it does not.
It sure don't. But now I'm just wondering if them 7 gets released back in the lake. That's a plus.
That's a plus. I'd like to know about that if you can find out about it.
All right, I'll make me a note of that right quick. Vicki Lynn, I hope you're listening. You need to be researching that.
And then tell Mike if he needs to take his crappie rig up north, keep some big shiner minnows,
Yeah.
and you can catch those smallmouth just like you can catch them crappie.
Well, I need to get him on something up there. He ain't doing too good on what he's doing.
You can burn them this time of year on those big shiner minnows just using that crappie rig.
Okay. Hey, have you got any idea where you can get his shiner minnows at?
They used to have them over Claxton. I don't know if Jimmy still got them or not.
I'm sure he probably has, without a doubt. Might have to get Mike a throw net. What do you think?
That'd work too.
Hey, Ray, good to hear from you, bud.
Good to hear from you. Y'all take care.
All right, you too, man. See you.
See ya.
All right.
Bye.
That's some good questions, Art. Good questions. Definitely. Hello, caller.
Hey, I was going to tell you, we went last Saturday down there between Canyon and Rockwood and had 21 keepers.
21 keepers. Daggone it. Did you hear what we was just talking about?
Channel.
Out on the main channel?
I missed part of that.
Okay. Well, Ray Bryant called in, and we was talking about this crappie tournament trail that they got going on. Did you hear about what it is? It's, let's see, what was that? Crappie. Oh, heck. I done covered up my paper. You can get online and find out every bit of that stuff by East Tennessee Crappie Club.
Good.
And they tell their next tournament's on Loudon Tellico. And you can weigh in 7, but Ray was telling me the rules was you could keep 15 per person, I think, or maybe per boat. I didn't get the chance to read the rules, but you weigh in 7 fish.
We went this season fishing 10 to 2 and had 12 keepers.
Well, that sounds like to me they're biting pretty good.
Yeah, if you just get back out some of that, we was fishing on the main channel, but you had to get back where the current was, like around where a houseboat or something sitting on the other side that would break the current where you get wet too strong.
Yeah. Okay. They're pulling the water down on Watch Bar right now, aren't they?
Yeah, it's down about a foot and a half, looks like.
Okay. 10-4. It's just about right then. So a couple of more days, 3 or 4. If we don't get a lot of rain this weekend, they'll have her down to winter level. What do you think?
Yeah, I had a smallmouth way lower forward bait crappie fishing.
Shucks. So he was out there in 21 foot of water.
Yeah, it's about 15 where I was at. I was up next to the rock bluff.
Yeah. Okay. That makes a lot of difference there.
Well,
Good to hear from you.
all right, see you, Steve.
All right, see you, Tiny. Keep giving us them reports, buddy. It sounds good.
All right, buddy.
See you. Okay, Mike. That's
I think you better get a bucket of minnows and get after them.
sounds like you better. Yeah. Mike. You need to try. I don't know. You said you've tried them shad minnows and they won't hit them. I don't know how come they're feeding on them, and then when you pull them up and they're sticking out their mouth, and then you fish with them and you can't get a bite.
I don't know what it is about them, but they don't seem to hit them as good as they do
Yeah.
store-bought minnows. I guess them Baltimores or Toughies or whatever they are, but they must have a different shine to them or something.
Yeah, undoubtedly so. But like I said, when you catching them around where the bait fish is at, they coming up, spitting minnows out and everything else, and then you fish with them, you can't get a bite on them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's why they call it fishing instead of catching, I guess.
Yep, no doubt.
All right. Moving right along. Folks, let's see. We talked about Reynolds Racing Marine, and they got the going to be down at the, like I said, the Bull Riding Championship down at Rome State, November the 27th and 28th. So if you get a chance to go by there and check those side-by-sides out and this, that, and the other. Then they got the boat show, and we showed you some boats and stuff. I'm trying to catch back up where I got sidetracked. And the January boat show, Expo Center in Knoxville, January the 20th, I think it is, ain't it, Mike?
I know.
Yeah, I believe it was when that's scheduled, so we can get in on that, and that'll help Reynolds Racing Marine. Going down the list, the sign shop down there today, man, they're just rocking right along, but they'd appreciate any business that you could give them, I'm sure. Tim's Tire, visited with them today. Just awesome. And matter of fact, we'll show a little commercial. Warehouse stacked full. They have tarred and chipped, and their parking lot stays roughed up pretty bad, Mike, because of the big trucks coming in. But they've tarred and chipped that parking area pretty nice coming in there now. Mm-hmm. So if you've got your family car or truck or whatever needs tires on it, you got a pretty nice road getting in there.
Sure do.
For sure. Knox Area Rescue Ministries coming close to the holidays. Remember those folks if you can help them in any way, for sure. And Pamela Ann's Fudge and Candies. I'm still trying to get Ed Stockton over here to be on the show with me, and all that kind of stuff. Shared Treasures there in Oliver Springs. Don't forget that. They've got all kinds of antiques and things of that nature there. So, you stop in and check that out. And there at the Shared Treasures. And then the Mount Pisgah Bible Printing Shop. Remember those folks. It's always a good thing right there. So, Herschel, how much time do you need? All right, good deal. I'm glad I've got 7 more minutes. Man, that sounds good. Maybe I can get a little more info out of Mike here. Folks, photo of the month. I had some pictures came in here. For October was Harrison Hines won the photo of the month for October, and I got him a shirt over there Wednesday. And that was yesterday, Mike.
Yeah.
So Harrison Hines, and basically Harrison was the only one sent me anything. But now I'm going to tell you right now what's coming up this month. I had Michael Trail and Eric Trail showed me some pictures last night or Tuesday night of some nice bass.
Yeah.
I mean some nice bass that they had caught down on Watch Bar. So I said, all you got to do is send them. So I'm hoping, expecting those to be on the computer tonight or tomorrow night, or by tomorrow sometime, and have them entered in the photo of the month for November, Mike. And we'll see how it goes from there. So you get hey, if you got a limited crappie, the big bass, a big catfish, whatever. Yeah, hey, we're not picky, but do get us a photo. If you'll send it to my website, you can, get signed up here. And if worst case scenario, we can send them to Herschel because I got to turn right around and send them to him to get them fixed. And that's
magazine
news. What is that, Herschel? Yeah, news at bbbtv12.com. And forward down to that, and then we'll, what do you want, the magazine?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right here. And then Herschel can put them pictures up, and we'll show the picture and get you get your name in the hat for the drawing. So for a shirt. And Mike said we probably need to get some long sleeve shirts since it's going to turn cold here in a few days.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Let's get this call. Hello, caller.
Hello, Steve. Hello, Mike.
Hey,
Hello.
Mike Richards, how are you?
How we doing, guys?
Buddy, we're doing great. Are you?
Well, I saw those big smallmouth. I'm doing better.
Hey, good, buddy. I'm glad you got to see them.
I feel like I caught part of them.
Yes, sir. Yeah, how'd you like that upside down?
What's that?
Did you see that picture there Mike had of where he's filming upside down?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, man. Yeah, you missed it twice.
I probably had it on college football watching it at the same time.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, you missed it. They done it twice.
Well, hey, I spent the whole first year doing that.
Yeah. Well, it ain't nothing you ain't seen before then.
No, absolutely not. I wish I'd have seen it, though.
Yeah. I was just kind of,
that.
I was poking fun at Mike and Brad, his cameraman.
Trying to learn how to use this little devil.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, I'll tell you what, I've been there. Know all about that, so don't you dare let them laugh at you.
Yeah. Oh, while we got that camera here, I don't know if you've seen that, but I'm going to hold it up here. And this, get a size comparison. This is my little old flip phone, and then that's that little old camera, and it's smaller than the flip phone. Now, Mike, that's what we're filming with.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's unreal.
The other one is about half this size.
Yeah, got one even smaller than that. So that's what cameras we wound up with. You know, I told you the other day we bought some new cameras, and that's what we're using.
That's unreal. That's unreal. Well, hey, I can't wait to see the day comes when you have a drone flying over.
All right, buddy, I tell you, I'm having.
And then trying to get to land back in the boat at a different position.
Yeah, I agree. Well, now there's a trick to that. That thing's got GPS on it, and it'll come back to where you take it off from if there's not a strong wind blowing it.
Isn't that something?
That's it. Yeah, sure is, man, without a doubt.
Yeah. How about that?
Yes.
Hey, look here, my wife went into town but was not carrying your envelope.
Okay.
So, but when she goes back into town, she'll carry the envelope.
Yeah.
So don't worry about it.
Hey, did she tell you? Did she tell you what I told you? You was hard-headed.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah, that's exactly right, man. Buddy, I appreciate you, Mike.
All right, buddy. Good show. Like I say, those smallmouth, I'll tell you what, just tore me up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I don't know what size they were, but there was a couple I know had to be awful large.
Well, we had 2 or 3 pretty good fish. We really did.
That's good. Okay, guys, I'm going to go back to football, but
all right, man.
I'll be watching with one eye.
All right, buddy. Thank you, Mike.
Right, see you guys.
See you, bud. Okie dokie.
Well, I was going to tell you this Tennessee hunting and fishing guide book that we got down at Glenn's there.
Yes.
On the front of it there, showing some good bass. It's called On Watch Bar. And then crappie, man, I tell you what, they loaded up on these crappie. I mean, several big stringers of crappie there and stuff they's catching down there.
Right.
And, you know, the pictures that they send us, we could turn right around and send them on to these people here and probably get them in the magazine too.
Yeah, they'd be glad to have them, Mike. They sure would. All right. Herschel says he needs to cut out in 30 seconds. That's a good time.
We'll be expecting that rematch as soon as I get that depth finder working.
Yeah, okay. Well, you can sure get it. Folks, God bless you. Be safe, and don't forget to watch the replay Saturday night, and I hope to see you next week.
Country Fresh Foods. You may not know the name, but you definitely know the taste. Our homemade fudge is shipped all over the country. Its quality is unmatched, and it's made right here in Oliver Springs. But you don't have to travel all over to enjoy it. You can get it right here at our retail store, Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts. The highest quality fudge in a countless variety of flavors. And we also carry a variety of candy and unique gifts for you to enjoy. Come enjoy the taste you have loved for years at Pamela Ann's Fudge, Candy, and Gifts in Oliver Springs, a division of Country Fresh Foods.
Rodney and Kay Harback invite everyone to come on over to Roan Street Grill to experience a pleasant dining experience with them. Rodney knows how important it is to get folks back to work after lunch, so they have a speedy lunch at Roan Street Grill. They will get you in and get you out. Every day they have a special at lunch or order off the menu. So go visit the fine folks at Roan Street Grill. Call them at 865-285-6025. That's Roan Street Grill, across from Jerry Doug Ford in Harriman. Call them at 865-285-6025.